Okay, Bestie, I'm calling all of my professionals, all of my bosses out there. This one is for you. Hey Bestie, I'm Kenya and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining in for a KellofAPlan video. So Bestie, KellofAPlan is releasing some new work items, y'all. We have a whole work planner, we got some stickers, and we got some extra planning sheets. Okay, and we're going to talk all about it in this video. I do want to say thank you so much to KellofAPlan for sending these goodies over. Now y'all know I'm an entrepreneur, and so this is just making me so happy. We're about to get into our July planner setups and stuff like that, so I'm very curious to see what's inside of this planner, and I of course got to do it with y'all. Okay, so let's just, without further ado, dive right in. Okay, so off top, we're just gonna, I have everything already kind of out just for time's sake, but we have a work plans sticker book. Okay, y'all, it has 2,344 stickers in it. We also have some project planning sheets. Okay, 50 sheets in these. Some work daily plan sheets, which, listen, I already know, like, I'm gonna run straight through these. Okay, run straight through them, like, wow. And these as well, I go to so many meetings, y'all. Like, I have so many meetings in a week. So listen, this right here is gonna be so helpful, because right now I just use a bunch of filler paper. Okay, but this is gonna give me a bunch of like organizational things, like sections to put in here. So this is gonna be great. And then two, it's gonna help me plan out the meetings that I actually have to help plan out and stuff. So that's gonna be great. So I'm gonna go through the planner though, because even though we have all of these packs, I'm like, I want to see what's in this planner. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that first, then we'll do the paper packs, and then we'll flip the sticker book. Okay, y'all, so the planner says the future depends on what you do today, which is so true, especially in the entrepreneur world. Like, it's a whole thing. Okay, now I want to notate though, y'all, I really love the color palette of this. I like that it's like a neutral color, but it's still giving us some type of design, which is nice, of course. But it's still muted enough to be in like a meeting workspace, you know. So I love that. And then of course we have these plastic like cream beigey type disc that match the planner very well. And all of this is classic size, so I just want to notate that. And then y'all, we open her up and she comes with these beautiful, like this beautiful stripe detail. And I love this name page. Like, this right here is so pretty. Okay, like the florals around it, love that. So it's a 12-month work planner. Okay, so let's get into this baby. Okay, so we have a yearly overview page. This is going to be great for me because I feel like I go to a lot of conferences too. I know y'all probably like, Ken, you travel a lot. I do, and I travel for work a lot. Okay, I do. So that's going to be helpful for me, and I can imagine how it would be helpful for all of us whenever we have like different seasons and things like that too. So it's going to be nice. And then I like that it's 3 months, so it's like quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think a lot in quarters and stuff when it comes to work related things. So I like the design of this. Also, y'all, we have vacation and paid time off trackers. I don't necessarily need this because I work for myself. However, when I did work for like someone else, this would definitely be a thing, because you don't want to have to, like, you know, you don't want them to cheat you out your stuff. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. So keeping up with it and keeping it organized is very nice. So I love that she thought of that. Then also important contacts. This is great. And then a password tracker. Oh my goodness. Yes. This is so good. Especially when companies are switching out things and stuff like that. And like, I know for us, we have to switch out our passwords ever so often. Like, that's really great. Love that. And then we have a running task list. I would probably use this because it's at the beginning of the year. I would probably use this for those yearly tasks that I have every year and everything, and just to have like them in a space to be able to check off at the front of the planner. So that's very nice. And then we come to like the first divider, y'all. So actually this is dated. Okay, I was expecting it to be undated, but it's dated. Okay, so listen, we're not mad at it. And I also love one thing about KellofAPlan, her dividers are double-sided. So being that it's dated, this is going to be a nice resource that you can reuse, and especially like if you want to set up like a new planner later on, like it's already done for you, like the dividers are. So especially if you love this aesthetic, so keep that in mind. Do not throw these away. Okay, so getting into like the details of each month, we have a monthly overview page. We got important dates, monthly goals, top priorities. Love the habit tracker. That's going to be beneficial for me too. And y'all look at this, like it's detailed. So I like how they designed it. It actually has like the month, and then it has the days of the week, you know, organized. So this is very nice. And you also get notes, like a note section as well. So very, very nice. Love that. Then we have our monthly calendar. This is awesome. And then we have a notes page. That's going to be great. And then y'all, we get some like weekly sheets. I was going to say daily. No, these are weekly. Like a weekly overview. Top 3 this week, next week. And then your notes. So yes, that's going to be handy. And then you could pop in those daily sheets that we're going to look at those in a second. But pop those in as needed. Oh, this is great. This is great. And see, for someone like me, I feel like I am a person, I can work from the office, or I can work from home. And so it just kind of depends. Some days are busier than others. So that's where that would come into play. And then too, this just gives me like a weekly overview of everything. I love this. I love how this is laid out. Okay. That is very, very nice. Okay, and then on the back, the last little back section, we get like a monthly recap. So we get some highlights. I think that is so important. A lot of times in your work life, you might not be celebrating the things that actually go right. Okay, because we can sometimes focus on, oh my goodness, the things that go wrong. But I think having a space to kind of like reflect on the things that did go right is so essential to our success. So I love that was thought of. Also, reflecting on goals. Very nice. So you can kind of track where you are. Make sure your goals are SMART goals and they are measurable, you know, specific, realistic, you know, and you have like a time slot to them. So I think that's very nice. Then also you have like a little next month situation, like right before the month, you know, to transition you, and reminders and other notes. Love that. Okay, and so I would assume that February is just the same. So let's flip through the dividers here. So February is this all floral neutrals? Very pretty. Okay, we got a quote here: little progress each day adds to big results. Pretty. Beautiful florals. Very soft. Very much a soft planner with a little bit of speckled detail. June, make today count. Love that. July, my birthday month. August, that's pretty. September, work hard and be nice to people. Reminder, y'all, work hard and be nice to people, okay? Be nice. October, and then we have November, and then we have December. Okay, so it says be the hardest worker in the room. Okay, so then we come to a daily section, y'all. So the dailies are in here. Yes, I love that these are included. A daily section. So here are the daily plans. Okay, so we can talk about them at this point. Okay, so we have daily plans, and then of course it has, like, you know how KellofAPlan always does like the month, so you can date it for yourself across the top. So that's nice. So you have the month, you also have the day of the week, and the dates. And then you have a section to put your schedule. And I'm pretty sure, y'all, I can just already tell y'all there's some timestamp stickers coming. Okay, because this just looks like you need to put some timestamps right there. Okay, so this is very nice, and I like it because you can put your own increments. I like that that's thought out too, because, you know, sometimes we might not all work an 8 to 5 or a 9 to 6. We might work overnight, or it may change from day to day. So that's very, very nice. Then we have a top 3. You have your meetings, your calls, and your emails, your follow-ups. You have a to-do list, and you have a note section. So this is really, really, really nice. Okay, and then it's the same on each side, so it's double-sided. So we got our daily sheets. I'm not sure how many you get in the planner. So we got 1, 2, 3. So you get 10 of these, so 20 days. Okay, and then you have your projects. This is your project planner. This is gonna be great. Like if you're like me and you are like over a certain committee or something like that at your job or whatever, or you like to put on different things for your team and things like that, this is be very, very helpful. Also, like any type of work projects that you're working on, this will help you kind of like outline that out. So I love that that's included. You have your start date and your end date, your project title, your project objectives, as well as your project partners. Very, very key. Keep your receipts, honey. Okay, keep your receipts. That's all I can think about, y'all. Keep up with the work receipts. Yes. Resources and ideas. Okay, you have a list for those. Your key milestones, you know, keeping up with your progress and where you are, things like that. You can even date this. Your action plan, also, like when you want to start things and end things and when it's completed. And then I would even ask, because you can be working with teams, like who's responsible for what. You know, keep those too, and like in your note section. So this is really, really nice. I love this. And then, oh yes, great. So on the back, you have a full line page to add in additional notes. You can add in photos or like any type of like little vision sketches or things like that that you may need to help you successfully execute your portion of the project. Boom. Okay, so amazing. Okay, and so we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those projects in the planner. Okay, and then we come to this little difference maker divider, and it's for your meetings. Okay, and then here are your meeting minutes. So also you have the dates up here too, where you can date it. You have your meeting info, so your time, location, and who attended. Your meeting topics, your presenters, that's key, your agenda, also your objectives, your takeaways. Awesome. I love that. Your next steps, like how to apply what you actually took away from the meeting, so you don't leave without, you know, it's just like a not a good thing, I guess you could say, for you to not walk away with some tangible things that you can take away from it and put into action. Also notes too, so that's very nice. And I wonder, yes, you get a line page on the back of these also, so that's very nice as well, because sometimes those notes can get extensive and everything. So very, very nice. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we have 10 pages of those. Okay, and then you come to a note section, y'all, and so these are just additional line pages to help you, you know, in all of the areas. So I assume it's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 note pages added in. But of course, being that it's the disc bound system, we can always add to it. Okay, so here's the back of our cover here, the KellofAPlan logo. So very, very nice. I like that it's thought out very well. Like it can be used for multiple different career options and stuff like that. So that's very nice. Now, speaking of these, we did discuss these here too. So like I said, these are 50 sheet, basically extension pack sheets or packs that you can add to. Honestly, if you see any of these that you know that you will use a lot of, go ahead and grab these, because even though there are some in the planner, you're probably gonna need more. Secondly, if you see, for example, that you might not need the exact planner at the moment, but these sheets will definitely be beneficial to you, grab some packs, add them to your planner now, and just kind of see how they work out for you. And so that way you can know. But I can tell y'all, if you know you want the planner, don't sleep on it. Don't skip on it. Okay. All right, so now that we've talked about the planner and everything, let's discuss the stickers, because I mean, would we really be us if we didn't talk about these stickers, right? So we have 2,344 stickers in here, And of course, KellofAPlan left us a nice little note, and it does state that this sticker book is designed to coordinate with our work planner. The boxes, checklists, dots, and more are sized to fit in this planner, paired with coordinating florals, words, quotes, and more. These stickers are sure to help you plan a life you love, even at work. Let's get into it, y'all. Okay, so we have some, these are like little monthly boxes. Okay, and I think actually they're not for the monthly layout. Actually, let me pull the planner back out because this will probably help us. I would think they are designed for another page. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But I like the sizes of them. And honestly, I would still use them in this monthly layout, to be honest with you, just so it can highlight something specific and I can continue to write things that I need to write on there as well. Let's see, would it fit in these? Or would it fit in the daily section? Or the project? I'll pop up on the screen to see if she may have notated where these may fit or whatever. But honestly, y'all, like, are we tripping on the size? Not me, because y'all know I like stickers in all sizes. And look at these little bullet points. Y'all might need to be zoomed in because these are tiny. And then of course we have these dates too or whatever, but I would definitely use these on there. Then I actually feel like they will fit here on the weekly plan side. They would be good highlight stickers here too. So I just wanted to point that out. That's probably a little key difference. And we do get 2 pages of this, y'all. 2 pages. Okay, I'm gonna try to position this to where it's not like all the way in the way, but we can really see the stickers. Okay, loving the colors too. Okay, so here are our weekly plan boxes, definitely. Okay, and then we also have our checklist and more bullet points at the bottom. So nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, okay, and then we have a lot of larger size boxes, and I would imagine these are for the other inserts that we can use. They can use in all of those various boxes and things. Lots of more checklists and bullet points, which I feel like you just need all the function. Give us the function, you know what I mean? Like, so key. And I told y'all, I knew it. Okay, let me go to the daily page so y'all can see. Those are definitely gonna fit right up in here. Okay, but I like that it's blank too, because like I said, you can just label it yourself if your schedule does not align with the 7 to 11, you know, or you need like other hours, like you may start your day differently, you know. So that's very nice. Okay, more boxes and more bullet points. Are these little checklists? Yes, they are. So these aren't separate. These are little checklists right here. Okay, so 2 pages of that. Okay, and then we get more of these. These say work daily boxes, so these fit the daily sheets too. Okay, big note section here, long to-do list, and then lots of these checklists here that are going to this to-do list category. Okay, so 2 pages of those, and then more of these that'll fit right up in here as well. And more of these little bullet points or checklists. And then these say project planner boxes. So let's see. Project title, project objectives, and partners. These boxes would fit. These are good for the resources. And then too, I like these labels. Like you can relabel these if you need to use them in another way. And lots of checklists. And look, y'all, I like these. These are separate. Like, where's my little tweezers? Yeah, see, these are separate little checklists. So it's not like one row. It's like, but you can, little bullet points. Whereas this is like one row. Hopefully I was making sense when I was saying that earlier. And now I gotta put it back. Put it back, Kenya. Okay, so 2 pages of those. And then it looks like we got our meeting minutes boxes. Very similar sizes too. I would think, because they're labeled for these, so these may not be the exact same sizes of each individual sheet, but I still think you can probably cross pollinate some of these across the sheets too. They look similar, so I would still try to test them out in case you just may need extra. Okay, I love this page. Okay, lots of different labels in words. So we have, I'm gonna zoom in for y'all. So we got appointment, deadline, email, follow-up call, video call, interview, report, daily check-in, work remote. We got performance review, timeline, project due, priority, approve, submit, organize, prioritize, update, research, prepare, assign, schedule, vacation, sick day, reimbursement, payroll, work remote, paid time off, personal day, day off, day shift, no work, night shift, payday, timesheet, training, professional development, print, copy, brainstorm, assign, presentation, check-in, networking, session, holiday, team meeting, conference, meeting, due date, monthly check-in, strategy, report due, lunch, urgent, and high priority. A whole sheet of all the work related terms, okay, that we might not want to hear when we off, but some of them though, vacation, you know what I'm saying, paid time off, you know what I'm saying, all of the words aren't bad. And we get 2 pages of this, and then we get quotes, y'all. Okay, lots of like work quotes. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Stay positive, work hard, make it happen. It is not about ideas, it is about making ideas happen. This whole going to work thing is getting very inconvenient. How to avoid stress at work. Don't go to work. Like, a lot of these are sassy and fun, you know, just a little work play or whatever, or word play on the work life. Monday is the day I start counting down to Friday, okay? Hard work never killed anyone, but why take the chance? And I like that these are paper, okay? And I like that they're black and white. Love them. And y'all know how I feel about the different sizes too. Like, give me different scales. And then here are florals. Okay, I was wondering if they were going to be clear or paper. And these are paper florals. And they're like on the smaller side. So they will fit very well into these pages and things like that when you're decorating. So we got some smaller ones here. And a little bit of a bigger size, but not too big. So very nice. Lots of framework too. This is a good way to include the floral decor, but still keep it functional. I love these. They look like the name page. These right here do. And look at the little bouquets. Really pretty. Really pretty, y'all. Love, love, love. So 2 pages of that one. Okay, here go our big, bold florals, okay? And then, y'all, these right here will fit perfectly like our little meeting notes spots. And then you can use them on the back of these pages, too, to kind of like divide up this page if you need to for your meeting notes or your just all of your notes and stuff like that, project planning notes. It just adds a little fun. It makes you want to look at it, okay? And we need all the fun added to work. Just saying. I love these though. Like, I love how big this one is in the middle. I don't know why it's calling me. I guess because it's not edged all the way around. It's like edged just right there. I want more of these, Kell. Give me more ones like this. This is nice. I love it. So 2 pages of that one. And then we have more of those like laid out long clusters of florals and more of those little bouquets. Very nice. So 2 pages of that. Then here go our edge florals, which I love. I love, love, love. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, so pretty. And y'all know I will just add me a little bit of washi on here and a little doll. People be like, girl, your notes are so pretty. Thanks to the stickers. Okay, thanks to the stickers. All right, besties. So we have successfully went through everything of the work release. I hope you have enjoyed going through it with me. Everything. I didn't open these because we did talk about them, but I think this is such a great release, Bestie. I'm curious to know your thoughts. I want to know how you feel about it. Do you see yourself using something like this? Is this a need for you? Definitely comment below. And as always, Bestie, I have the link in my description box. By the time you see this video, these will be available. So I am excited to hear your thoughts below. Again, thank you so much to KellofAPlan for sending these goodies over. And thank you, Bestie, for watching and for always being super sweet, super kind. Please like this video and definitely share it with someone that you think may enjoy these. And definitely comment and let me know. And subscribe if you're new here and you found the Bestie fam. Join us, okay? Join us. All right, Bestie. Thank you so much again for just being amazing. And until next time, I love you all. Bye.